Not exactly. Not yet, anyway. You see, there's this guy. He lives in our guest cottage. Sometimes I like to have his hands all over me.
What about your husband?
Deke. We haven't slept together since he lost his job. I don't even miss it. That's what scares me the most. I wonder if it's just with him, or is it me?
We can certainly work that through. What I think is more significant is how you feel about your marriage. I'd like you to give that some thought. Next week is your first session with a surrogate, and it'll be here in this room. So take all the time you need to get comfortable, all right? Okay.
Dr. Gibson, there's someone on the phone for you.
Thank you. This is Dr. Gibson.
Dr. Gibson. Hi, Rebecca Mathis. I believe you referred one of your patients to me.
Yes, that's right, Janet Pangborn. I hope you don't mind. I mean, I know we haven't met, but your reputation is excellent.
Well, thanks. I'm flattered, but I was also curious as to why you're not handling her yourself.
Believe me, I could use her business, but it just... Well, it just became impossible.
Why's that?
I just didn't feel safe. I'm sorry, can you hold on 1 second, please?
Yeah, sure.
I'm on the phone. Why don't you just try to calm down? What's the problem?
It's her. She's fucking useless.
He tried to burn my tits with a cigarette.
Candy, go get dressed. I'm very appreciative for everything that you've done for the clinic.
Well, you should be. I've given you 15 patient referrals.
I'll find you another surrogate.
I don't want another surrogate. Look, maybe I should just take my business elsewhere.
No, Mr. Collins, please, really. I want to make you happy, but you have to let me.
But I would let you.
I don't think I understand, Mr. Collins.
I think you do.
No, Mom, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Yeah. Business is great. Oh, Mom, geez, I gotta go. Mom? Yeah, I'm meeting a friend and I'm really late, okay? I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, bye. Shit. Oh. I thought I was meeting you there. I'll be right out. Give me a minute. What are you doing here? How did you get in? Ah!
So what we got, same guy?
No question, his MO. Coroner puts the TOD between 8 and 11.
My God. All right, people, I want every square inch of this room photographed, gone over with tweezers and fine-tooth comb. Forensics. No more than 2 men in this room at one time, ever. You got me? 2, not 3. 2. I'm gonna need hair, tissue, fluid samples, fingerprints of everybody that's worked for this lady. Plus every cop that's been in this room.
You want officer prints, too?
Bet your ass I do. I wasted 70 hours last year chasing some hair that ended up belonging to some young guy in forensics.
Okay, you got it. How's he do it, Frankie? No spit, no blood, no fingernail, not even a hair.
He's either inside or he's a ghost.
Yeah, well, I hope he fucked up this time, because I'm getting awful tired of sucking my own dick.
I wouldn't count on it, partner.
You coming?
Oh, just give me a second here.
What are you doing here? If you don't leave, I'll
Looks like you're making progress with Mrs. Leitner.
Well, she was able to verbally initiate sexual contact today. But...
You're worried about her dependence on the bondage?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you believe to be the underlying cause?
I'm not sure. Could be a repressed incident of sexual abuse.
Or the opposite, sexholism. I don't see either evident here. She probably felt tremendous resentment towards her husband, maybe men in general. And that anger combined with repressive sexual beliefs while her daughter was entering puberty. You should explore that on your next session.
I will.
How's Billy working out?
Oh, he's been a godsend. Excellent instincts. He always knows the exact moment to push to the next level.
Dr. Mathis, this is Dr. Grayson on the phone. He says it's urgent.
I'll take it in my office. Dr. Grayson, this is Rebecca Mathis.
My records show that your birth name was Hammond.
Yes, Hammond was my name, but not for many years now.
Dr. Mathis, I believe your father's a patient of mine.
What's this all about?
I wanted to notify you that I admitted him to the hospital a couple of days ago.
Oh, I see.
Unfortunately, the prognosis is not very good.
Patient has experienced trauma, which is... Jesus! I thought you were a psycho or something.
Yeah? How do you know him now?
Well, maybe you are. That was, quite a stop.
You know, it's only a matter of time. So I don't know why you just don't give in and end the suspense.
Because I have another 50 hours of session work for my degree. And I'm not gonna blow it on some quickie in the closet. No, no matter how good it might.
Hey, I need to borrow your computer security code.
For what?
Well, I have to access Leitner's files tonight for my session notes.
Hot dog. Don't you dare give me any shit about it.
Hi, Frank Pavin, LAPD. Is Dr. Mathis in, please?
Do you have an appointment?
It's official police business. Dr. Mathis, Detective Frank Pavin, LAPD, homicide.
I tell me you're on the phone.
That's okay, Marinica, thanks. How can I help you, Detective?
Well, I need to ask you some questions, if I may. I'm investigating the murder of a Kelly Gibson.
Kelly Gibson?
Correct. Do you know her?
Well, no, not exactly. I spoke to her for the first time on the phone yesterday. Patient referral.
Do you remember the patient's names by chance?
What does this have to do with me?
Well, you're both sex doctors.
The title is Clinical Psychiatrist Specializing in Sexual Disorders.
Well, whatever, Doctor. 4 of you have been murdered in the last 10 months. Each one of the victims advertised their services in the same magazine. It's a health-style magazine.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I often advertise for staff.
How about your patients?
Mostly all referrals. Am I in some sort of danger?
Well, I don't have any reason to believe that. But to be quite honest with you, I need some help.
What kind of help?
I'd like to have Dr. Gibson's office refer some of their clients to you. And I'd also like to take an ad out in this month's magazine for your clinic.
Let me get this straight. You want to set me up as a target for a sociopathic killer?
Listen, I know that it sounds a little bit harsh here, but I gotta tell you something. I got 4 bodies and I got squat to go on here. Now, if I'm gonna stop this guy before he kills again, I gotta find myself a decoy.
Why me?
How about 4 innocent women that have been viciously murdered, and I can promise you it's gonna happen again unless I find some help.
Look, Detective, I sympathize with you, I do. My safety aside, I wouldn't put my staff in that kind of danger.
You and your staff will be protected. I'll personally see to it.
We gonna be here in 9 months or a year whenever he decides to strike again? I don't think so. I'm sorry, Detective. I can't help you.
Well, I'm sorry to waste your time, Doctor. Let me ask you, am I correct that you still owe some community service?
Yes, you would be correct.
We'll see each other again.
She go for it?
No, I didn't think she would, though.
Shit. Here's the ballistics report.
Good, thanks, man. Jonesy, I need the forensics report, please. Pronto. What do I gotta do?
You know, Frankie, I'm thinking. This case is looking a lot like those hookers that were chopped up in Canoga Park.
They weren't chopped up, my friend. They were strangled.
Yeah, but the post-mortem stuff's really close. And the doer never left a fucking clue, just like this guy. We used to joke about how crazy it made you.
What's your point, Detective Gold?
You never caught him, did you?
Well, that's not gonna happen this time, is it? You wanna get your butt off my desk.
Janet! Why are you doing this to me?
I can't talk to you when you're like this.
Come on, baby, come on. Just don't leave me. Let's just talk about it, okay? Come on. Look, you know what will happen.
Fuck you, Deke. There's nothing you can do to stop.
God damn it, Janet! We'll just see if I can.
He has advanced carcinoma of the pancreas and liver. His kidneys have failed. He's on dialysis. Your father's dying.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but my father abandoned me when I was 6. And all this time, he's made no effort at contact.
He's making an effort now. Dr. Mathis, it seems to me this could be a missed opportunity to resolve some of your conflicts.
You know, I spent years working through these emotions. The last thing I need is to reopen old wounds.
Are you so sure they're healed? Won't you at least see him?
Tommy, who is it?
Detective Pavin?
Yes, Detective. Excuse me. What are they doing? What do you want?
We have a warrant. Frank. My.
It's mine, legally registered. Why are you doing this?
We received an anonymous phone call saying that you're trafficking in controlled substances, Doctor.
That's ridiculous. Calling my lawyer.
I think that's a hell of an idea, and if I were you, I'd read him that warrant. Well. I think you should take a look at this, Frank. Looks like a half a gram of cocaine, Doctor.
It's not mine.
You have the right to remain silent.
You son of a bitch.
What you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Oh, Pavin, grab my bag on the chair. Remember the one you rooted through?
Take this.
He totally set me up.
Okay. He set you up. How are you going to prove it?
That's your job, isn't it?
When the judge sees you have a prior drug conviction, he will yank your probation faster than you can say false arrest. And you'll go to jail for 3 to 5.
What am I supposed to do?
Take the deal.
Take the deal?
He's agreed to drop the charges if you help him. We'll even have the arrest expunged.
Damn it, that's not fair.
You're a woman. When has life ever been fair?
Shit, what are you doing here?
Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Just looking for my wallet. I must have lost it when I was in here with Rebecca.
Well, why didn't you just turn on the lights?
Couldn't find the light switch in the dark. Come on, just help me look for it, will you? Gotta be around here someplace. Nice ass.
Oh, got it.
What would I ever do without you?
I don't think so. You're gonna have to work for this. You know, Dr. Mathis suggested that I take you through some of the finer points of being a surrogate. You know, make sure you're up for the job.
Did she?
She did.
Oh, I think you'll find I am more than up for it.
Why don't we just cut to the chase? We got a deal or not?
Before we start, Dr. Mathis has some ground rules, Detective.
First of all, under no circumstances is any police officer to enter the clinic without my permission. Furthermore, they will not investigate, question, or in any way interfere with any of the clinic's existing patients. All sessions and records of patients, old or new, are confidential. Any information I share with you will be at my discretion.
That it?
No. I want you off my ass.
Is that it?
That's it.
Well, my dear, let me tell you something here. Here's how it's going to be. Your clinic's going to be under surveillance 24 hours a day. As far as your files are concerned, I want complete access to your patients and your staff, and I expect you to have those on my desk first thing a.m. tomorrow. You got it? As far as your staff is concerned, they will be informed on a need-to-know basis. And last but not least, my dear doctor, as of 10:55, you are my personal property, okay? My responsibility, so you better goddamn get used to it, because I am gonna be on you like a fucking fly on shit. You got it?
There is no need to be uncivil, Detective.
You want civil, sweetheart? You go join the goddamn garden club, because I am trying to catch some fucking freak who is out there that gets his jollies off by cutting the hearts out of women exactly like her. You dig? Now, you better make up your fucking mind. Are you with me, or do you want to go to jail?
When does the ad come out?
Yesterday.
It was very nice to meet you, Mr. Norman. We'll set something up for early next week. Oh, don't tell me those are all responses to the ad.
Not all of them. This one's from the IRS.
Oh, nice.
Need
It's
some help?
okay.
Come on. This is great, isn't it? Look what I have for us.
Oh, what do you have in there?
I'm showing you. Be patient. Turkey or peanut butter and jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly.
And
What?
for you.
Oh,
Whoops.
that's so sweet. Oh, can I see? I never saw one like this before.
I'll have to give you the number so you can page me with obscene messages.
Yeah, right.
Let's dance.
No.
Come on, let's dance. Do, 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 do. You smell good.
Thank you.
So, what's going on with Mathis?
What do you mean?
Well, that cop's still hanging around. Is she in some kind of trouble?
Rebecca? Pure as the driven snow, Mathis? I don't think so.
It's not what I heard.
Why? What'd you hear?
She was once convicted of using illegal drugs on patients.
Okay, it's true, but it's not the way you think. She had been doing FDA trials on a new therapeutic drug. The drug was so successful that the drug companies got scared, and the next thing you know, they labeled it a controlled substance. A few months later, Mathis has a patient that wasn't responding to conventional treatments. She gave him the drug. He gets cured, she gets convicted. That's it. So why are you so interested in Rebecca all of a sudden?
I'm not. Just want to make sure my job's safe.
Oh.
Kind of becoming partial to the
Yeah.
fringe benefits around here.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
I think so.
Janet Pangborn. Kelly Gibson was afraid to keep treating her marital problems, but she never got a chance to tell me why. Mr. Lawrence Johnson is 30 years old. He suffers from impotency. Blames his wife, but gets very angry when anyone suggests otherwise. Garrett Beck's banking firm insisted on his therapy for sexual misconduct. He was highly resentful and has changed therapists at least 3 times in the last year. Archie Norman. His fear of women he blames on his virginity. He's been the sole provider for his bedridden mother most of his adult life. She died 11 months ago.
Wait a second. Whoa. That's interesting. Very interesting. The murder started 11 months ago.
Oh, he seems harmless to me.
Next.
Mr. Cowens was also a patient of Dr. Gibson. He displayed overtly aggressive and misogynistic behavior. Denise Rogers wants to explore a heterosexual lifestyle but is afraid to tell her very jealous gay lover. So why are Cowens and Pangborn the only 2 of Gibson's clients who are suspects?
Because Cowens doesn't have an alibi, and Pangborn is using an alias. Her actual name is Janet Colby. But I think who we need to look closer here to is Garrett Beck, and also the guy whose mom died like 11 months ago.
Yeah, Archie Norman. What about Denise Rogers? I was thinking of her lover.
Why don't you take care of the patients, and I'll take care of the detective work?
I want you to leave right now.
Maybe you don't know who I am.
I know what you are.
Honey, I'm in charge of referrals for the Christian Marital Health Foundation. I can throw you 50 patients a year. Now, all I want's a little, therapy. Bitch. Fucking bitch.
Pretty, isn't it? I'm filing a formal complaint.
No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to apologize to him.
Excuse me?
I want you to wait a couple days, and I want you to call him and tell him that you've been thinking about it and that you made a mistake and that you want to meet with him.
He's not the killer, Frank.
Collins is perfect. I mean, he's absolutely perfect. He's from a strict religious upbringing. He's manipulative as hell. He's hostile to women.
Look, I'll agree he has a whole host of less than endearing antisocial qualities, but he doesn't fit the profile.
What, the profile of a serial killer? That's about as accurate as an earthquake prediction.
Yeah, well, it's nothing compared to the results you've come up with through your expert detective work.
Just make the call, okay? Let me ask you a question. Why do you insist on me being a bad cop?
Oh, extortion, entrapment, falsifying records? Of course, that'll probably get you promotion in this town.
So what would you do? You want to just sit around and wait for the killer to make another mistake, maybe on his next victim or the next victim?
I don't exactly have a choice, do I?
You want out? You come with me. If you still want out, you're free and clear.
What is it you want me to see, Frank?
I want us to play a little game, Rebecca. A little game of make-believe. You see, you're Kelly Gibson. You're 28 years old, and life has been pretty damn tough. You had an abusive father. You paid your way through college by doing a few tricks here and there. And quite honestly, life hasn't gotten a whole hell of a lot better. Business is hanging on by a thread. Your mother has breast cancer. No insurance. You offer to help because you always do. And I've been waiting for you, stalking my prey. And every little sound is a huge scream. I hear you. I hear your heart beating louder and louder and louder. I smell you, Rebecca. I smell your perfume. I smell your sweat. I sense your fear. The darkness within me is consuming. It gets darker and darker and darker.
That's enough, Frank.
I don't think so. Because you need to know, Rebecca, what he does is he shoots them first. He shoots them, and then when they wake up, he cuts them.
Okay, Frank.
He cuts their nipples first, Rebecca. And then their vagina. And he spends a lot of time there, Rebecca. And you want to hear about how he cuts their heart out? You want to hear about the heart, Rebecca? Or do you just want to deny it? I don't think so.
Okay. I'll do whatever you want, Frank.
Dr. Mathis, I'm calling from Dr. Grayson's office. There appears to be some complications with your father. The doctor would like you to come to the hospital as soon as possible.
Hello, Daddy. It's been a long time. I know I'm supposed to forgive you now. But I can't.
Need some help?
Whoa, 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 what's the matter?
Oh, God. It's chasing me in the stairwell in the hospital.
Get in the car.
Okay.
Lock the door and stay put until I come back. Goal is Pavin. He's at Mercy Hospital. I'm going in. I need some backup.
Well, there's no boogeyman down here. I checked your bedrooms and your closets.
I kicked him out. Needed the closet space.
I would say 2 years to be exact.
You know, I really don't appreciate you prying into my personal affairs.
It's 2 years old. I found it in the bottom of your closet. And you didn't seem to be the type.
I hope you don't mind this. I mean, it's always been a fantasy of mine. And this way, if I'm not ready.
The whole point is for you to be comfortable.
Are you going to be there?
Dr. Mathis will be observing. You'll be fine. Go on.
Well, I thought you should know that no one called you from Grayson's office. It was a setup.
But how? Nobody knew.
Could have been a message on your desk, or someone could have followed you. There's no real way to tell. So this is what you do all day.
Hardly. It's our first session with a surrogate.
Who's the guy?
The surrogate is Billy Palmer. Why?
Oh, he just looks familiar. You in your files?
He should be, yes. Absolutely not.
Come on, whoa, damn it! Here, huh? He's just trying to break us up like all the rest of them.
How could it with you around all the time?
Janet.
There, you see what I mean? It's been like that ever since I lost my job.
Oh, and what about you? First you recommend that I see a therapist, even find me one. But then she's not good enough. So he makes me find another one. But nobody's good enough. So, I don't tell him. What does he do? He calls every fucking shrink in the book and pulls a scene like this one. I found someone that I thought could help me. And she ends up dead.
It's okay. Mr. Colby, please, you both need to calm down. Let's go to my office and get this resolved. All right?
No, Charlie. No. You do this to me all the time. I need it. Between 6 and 7. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I don't need your humor. Yes, okay, thank you, and goodbye. God.
What is it, Frank?
Well, how are you?
Fine. What's up?
You set the meeting with Collins?
Tomorrow night.
Archie Norman?
Tomorrow night? Frank, we could have talked about this over the phone. What is it?
I need your help. I need your professional opinion. What do you think?
It's pretty gruesome. You know, what strikes me is the mutilation of breasts and vagina, but no evidence of sexual intercourse. Have you noticed there's no damage to any of the faces?
So what does that tell you?
Well, it seems to me the killer is directing his anger not so much specifically at women, but at their sexuality. He was probably sexually abused by his mother.
But I don't get it.
Well, think about it. He totally mutilates the sexual organs and ignores the face. So he's killing what hurt him, but leaving the part that smiled and nurtured. Do you know what I mean?
So if you're right, I'm still no closer to catching the guy.
If I am right, the killer probably had sexual contact with his victims days or weeks before the murder.
Well, you got a crystal ball down there?
Child abuse syndrome. You know, he had so much hate toward his mother, it was unthinkable, so he redirected the rage. What is it?
Something's just fallen into place here. We found traces of semen in Gibson's pubic hairs, but we pretty much discounted them since they were there several hours prior to the murder. But the blood type from the semen is type A, which is consistent with Cowan's.
And a million other people. I still don't think it's him, Frank.
It's gotta be him. There's one other guy.
Declan Colby?
No, it can't be. Declan's a pussycat with a big bark.
You can't do this.
Deke, it's just not working anymore.
For 5 years, I gave you everything you wanted. But the second things go bad, it's like you're like a rat off a sinking ship. That's not your fault. I don't blame you. Just shrinks. Why can't they just leave us in peace?
Honey, it's you. You've changed.
I'm not gonna let you do it. You understand? I'll kill them first. I'll kill them all.
You know, I've been watching you.
Oh.
Not that. I mean the way you handle your patients and some of the views that you have on the case. I even agree with some of them.
Oh.
Right here.
Wow, you take me to the nicest places.
Best coffee in town.
Just black for me, thanks.
So what I'm saying to you is that all in all, you're a pretty terrific woman there, Dr. Mathis.
You're right. About the coffee. Thanks for the compliment.
My pleasure. Here, sit over here. So if you think about it, what we do isn't really that different.
How so?
Well, we both search for the truth.
Yeah. Except I want to help people and you want to convict them.
I envy that. The people I help never know it. They're either dead or would have been.
I never thought of it that way. It must be hard.
I really am sorry about your father.
Thanks.
You want to talk about it?
No. And stop stealing my lines.
Well, you can frisk me when we're done here. He walk out on you?
Always the detective, huh?
I'm always a good listener.
I have all the technical terms for what I'm feeling. But I guess what it boils down to is this. There's a little girl inside me who blames herself for her father leaving. And there's the adult who can't forgive him for letting her feel that way for so long.
Doesn't make any sense. I mean, why would I have any reason to be on your computer?
All I know is your user code was logged on and some files are missing.
Look, I swear I didn't do it, Rebecca. I mean, maybe it's a virus or something.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just don't want you to think that I would do something like this.
I trust you completely. You know, in fact, there's someone I want you to see today. I have a conflict, so I won't be able to consult with you. You'll be on your own. Is that a problem with you?
No, not at all. Who is it?
Good. It's Frank Pavin. He's seen counselors before. You may incur some resistance. He's not responsive, so... Yes, Marinica, what is it?
Archie Norman is here.
Is there a problem?
Well, I think you should come see for yourself.
Mr. Norman? Mrs. Norman, why don't you come in and have a seat? We'll have a little chat.
Tell me what it's like to be a cop.
It's like living in shit.
What do you mean, shit?
You ever hear the story about the 6 blind guys that are standing around the elephant? And the one that's at the trunk thinks that it's a hose, and the one at the side thinks that it's a barn? Well, the cop is in the back. And the better you are, the deeper you dig, and the deeper you get, the darker it gets, and then you start to think that that's the way everything is, and it can have a huge tendency to make you stop caring.
But you haven't.
Believe me, sometimes I wish that I could.
So what makes you different?
What makes me different? What makes me different, God? Quite honestly, I would say that it's my mom. Wow, it's very difficult for me to sit here and talk to you about this. She was brutally beaten. I think she was raped, actually. The police said that it was robbery. I told them that it was her lover, but because I was 16 years old, they didn't want to hear from me. Quite honestly, I don't think they really gave a big goddamn. You see, cops have a tendency to start seeing their victims as a piece of meat. I know that it sounds a little bit harsh, but it's necessary, because if you allow it to become alive, it has a tendency of eating you up from within, which is kind of what the case in point here is, I guess.
Well, do you, ever sense that these feelings might be your own unresolved frustrations concerning your mother's death? It's called projection. You're taking emotions that are too painful, to internalize and attributing them to other people where it's safer to deal with. Everyone does it to a degree, but, well, in your case, it's a bit more relevant. How do you feel?
Hope you don't plan on using me in one of your little surrogate sessions this afternoon.
Surrogacy is for phobic and performance dysfunction. You have nothing to worry about.
Well, I don't know about the performance after watching, what's his name there?
Oh, Billy?
How many times do you do that a day?
We try and limit it to 1.
God. Hell of a job. I'd last about a week, I think. How long's he been doing that?
I don't know, less than a year, I think.
And did he start here?
Why are you asking me all these questions? I mean, you don't think that Billy has anything to do with it?
No, I'm just trying to get an idea of what's going on, that's all. Not a big deal. So what time does she get back,
She should be back any minute.
It's quite a view.
It's beautiful.
It's like a busy week.
That's right. I suggest you eat your Wheaties. By the way, Gil Leitner called. She's coming in early.
Great. I guess I better go get ready. Don't mind me?
No. Dr. Mathis' office. Oh, please. You dropped something.
So I did.
Oh, shit.
Hello, is anybody in there? Hello?
Fucking door! What the hell are you doing?
Can a girl get any privacy around here?
What the hell's the matter with you?
You're nervous?
I'm wearing a wire. I'm going out alone to meet a potential murderer. Yes, I'm nervous.
So relax. Jesus.
Was he suspicious when you told him where we wanted to meet?
I don't know. No, he seemed his usual self.
Time to go.
Okay, buddy. I'll meet you at the truck. Now, look, I want you to wait here for 45 minutes, okay? And we're gonna drive over. And we'll meet you there.
Frank, do I look nervous?
Rebecca, it's gonna be okay. I promise.
Okay. Okay. It's gonna be okay.
That's next week's schedule. Oh, should I leave the light on or the last one?
That's okay.
See you tomorrow.
Good night. But I thought you were gone.
You have something in mind?
She was pretty nervous.
You got the tape? So what do you want to talk about?
Look, Mr. Callens.
Andy. We're going to be good friends. Please call me Andy.
Andy. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
So you're saying you made a mistake?
Yes, I guess that's what I'm saying.
I accept your apology. Anything else?
You mentioned that you were in charge of referrals.
What exactly did you have in mind?
Well, our previous arrangement.
Refresh my memory.
You would provide the clinic with patients, and we'd give you a surrogate.
How do I know you're not wired? I mean, maybe you're trying to set me up.
You'll just have to trust me on that.
Not good enough, honey. I'm gonna have to frisk you. With your permission, of course.
Forget it.
All right?
Well, that's all she wrote.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, you can frisk me.
Hold your arms out, darling. Hang on to that there for me, will you? Let's see here. There.
Okay, look, we gotta stop this.
Oh, come on. She's a big girl. She can take care of herself.
So let's make sure we're talking about the same thing here. You saying if I get you patients, you'll get me laid?
Yes, I guess that's what I'm saying.
And guess you're not wired. Too bad I am. I can't wait to see what the licensing board thinks of this. By the way, great tits.
We're dead, Frank.
Let's roll. She is pissed.
What took you so long, Frank?
Great. You didn't need me.
Why didn't you stop him?
Hey, you want to stop him? You stop him yourself.
You are some piece of work. You think that's funny? I am not playing your game.
Hey, I'll drive. Get out of here. Come on.
Fuck off. You're worse than cowards.
Looks like you need a ride.
No, I'm okay. I got some business to take care of. I'll see you later.
Try begging. It always worked with my wife.
You don't want to do this, Nick.
Fuck, I don't. She's leaving me.
I know it's painful.
You don't know shit! You goddamn shrinks! Why couldn't you just leave us alone? It was just a bad patch. She would have come around. But no! Had to get your goddamn hands in. Easy. Whoa. Just let her go.
Stay out of this, Frank.
Get out of here.
Frank, please, it's between me and Deke. Deke, look, I know you're hurting. Okay, but hurting me isn't going to make you feel any better, and it's not going to bring Janet back.
Put the gun down, Deke. Come on.
She stopped loving you. It's not important why. What's important is that you accept it and move on.
No!
Come on, Deke, you know it's true. You know it in your heart.
I'm... God, I'll kill you. It's a fucking pellet gun.
It's okay. It'll be all right, you'll see.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want to press charges?
I just don't see the purpose, Frank. The man's terrified of being alone. Have you ever been abandoned by someone you loved?
Well, I guess not. Oh, by the way, for you, your buddy Cowens.
How did...
Let's just say that it's an apology from he and I. Excuse me just a second.
Rebecca,
What is it, Frank?
Hang on. I want no mistakes, man. No mistakes. Are you okay?
We need to call her family. Somebody has to be with her mother when she's told. I have to contact her patients. And I have to get the files. They're in the office. I don't want to go back in there.
Listen, I'll take care of that. Don't you worry about it. Oh,
not gonna be all right. You promised to protect us.
Hey, you don't think that I know that, Rebecca? Rebecca, my God, the guy, he was underneath my own fucking nose and I didn't even see him.
You knew who it was?
I know now. It's Billy Palmer.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Well, believe it, Rebecca. He's gone. He's cleaned his locker out. I've been able to confirm that he worked for at least 2 of the victims and probably all of them. I found this in Ellie's office. The killer left some bloody fingerprints. Matches the ones on Billy's locker. Now, if it's Ellie's blood, it puts him at the scene of her death within minutes. Rebecca, I can't bring her back. I wish I could. I'm sorry. He'll pay for this.
Hi, this is Rebecca Mathis. I am unable to take your call right now. Please leave your name and number at the tone, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hey, Dr. Mathis. It's me, Billy.
Billy, don't hang up. I'm here.
Dr. Mathis. Ellie's dead.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't do it. I'm afraid to go home. I don't know what else to do.
Tell me what happened.
I can't right now. I'm in a payphone. Can you meet me somewhere?
Billy, I don't think that's a good idea.
I swear I didn't do it. Please, Rebecca. You're the only one I can trust.
Okay, look. Get in a cab and have him drop you off down the block. Come around to the back. They're watching the front. Billy? Billy, no! Drop the bag.
I told you I didn't kill her.
Give me the bag, Billy. You were with Ellie tonight?
I didn't kill her.
What happened? What happened, Billy?
Ellie found out I used her computer code to get rid of some files. She took something of mine. I just went to get it back. I just wanted it back. I tried to explain. She didn't care. She was furious at me. She just told me to get out. She said if I didn't, she was going to tell you everything. She said that you might press criminal charges. So I just left. I just walked around trying to figure out how to get my stuff back. She paged me. She wanted me to come back. She said she just wanted to talk. I went back. The door was open. He was lying there. I just ran. I didn't know what else to do. I left. I swear I didn't kill her.
Billy,
I didn't kill her.
Billy, you just happened to work for 2 of the victims? Come on.
No. I was writing an expose on fraudulent sex clinics. This was gonna be my big break.
You're a reporter?
Thought if I could break the story, I could write my own ticket.
Billy, I still don't understand why you erased all your personnel records.
I was afraid Pavin would recognize me from the other place. And if that happened, my chance for the story was gone.
Well, he did. He just didn't remember from where.
Pavin saw me 100 times.
Where?
At Dr. Snow's office. She was the second one that got killed.
I don't get it. He was using Snow as a decoy?
No.
They were
lovers.
Frank?
We were simply lovers. And now maybe you can understand why this is so personal, my dear doctor.
Frank, what's going on?
What's going on? Well, I knew that he would eventually end up back here because, quite honestly, he had nowhere else to go. But I should have listened to you in the beginning when you said Gowans was not the killer.
Well, Billy isn't either.
Oh, this time I'm sure. This time I am very sure that the killer is in this room.
Frank, no!
No! You stand and stay still. Now, why the hell does it have to be so goddamn confusing all the time? He is simply wounded.
I can't have him dying too soon, can I?
What are you talking about, Frank?
This is all self-defense. You see, by the time I get here, you are dead.
You'll never get away with this, Frank.
Oh, no. Never get away with it. Of what? Cleaning the world of whores and pimps?
Stop.
No. Let me just ask you a question, my dear doctor, if you don't mind me asking here. Who the hell are you to tell me
What I will get away with and what I will not get away with! Because for your information, I've already gotten away with it 5 times, my dear, and I want some fucking respect as of now!
It just happens that it's time to close this case. Because it's getting a little too damn dangerous and this boy needs a break. You know what? I was gonna use Declan in the beginning. Declan was gonna be my man, but Billy here became too perfect. The fingerprints are what? Sealed.
No, Billy, not a smart idea, no. No, Billy,
Daddy's sorry about the argument. You have been a very, very bad girl. I think that we should go in and play.
You need to understand that I am losing my patience with you. God damn it.
You see, it is important for you to know that you do exactly what I say for you to do, and I won't hurt you much. Now you take your clothes off.
Frank, don't do this.
You shut up.
I read Ellie's file, Frank.
You shut up. You shut up because you don't know what you're talking about, okay? And God damn it, I told you to take your clothes off, and get your clothes off! Fuck here.
It's okay to be angry with her, Frank.
It is not. And it is not okay for you to talk about her. Do you understand me? You don't talk about her! You don't mention her God-given name on this fucking planet! You are just like everyone else. Everybody wants to blame her, don't they? Just blame her. Let me tell you something. She was good. She was damn good. And you will not say one thing bad about her. Do you understand me? All right.
Daddy, it's me, Becky. Daddy, I don't know if you can hear me. I really need to talk. I forgive you, Daddy. I forgive you. Please hear me.